Hey everybody, Taylor Parnell here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I am so excited for today's video because today I'm going to be answering your pregnancy questions all the way from my birth plan, symptoms, maybe more kids. A lot of you guys asked about anxiety through pregnancy, how, sex is with my partner, how he's handling my body changes, postpartum plans, contraception, you name it, we're going to be talking about it today. So I'm very excited to have you for today's video. Don't forget to like this video. It supports so much. And of course, subscribing so you never miss a video with us. This is going to be probably my last pregnancy Q&A. So I'll definitely love to have you a part of the family. Also, we'll probably be doing our next Q&A when we have a little munchkin with us. So this is our first kid. So comment down below if you have extra questions or maybe you're on the same journey too. And yeah, let's get into today's video. Make sure you grab a tea. I have my raspberry tea, and I also have my dates here. Yes, we are already there. I'm going to show you guys my bump. I'm at 38 weeks. I almost said 28. There's the pregnancy brain. And I'm on my bump, or my ball, on my bump. But this is where we're at. At 38 weeks, we can pop anytime. And my belly button has pretty much almost disappeared. But yeah, this has been the coolest experience ever. And I've been having so much fun basically taking you guys along the ride and journey. So again, like I said before, if you are new here, then welcome. I'm originally from San Diego, California. Now been living abroad in Israel the last, it will be 8 years in June, which is wild. I never thought I would be having a baby abroad, but this is where we're at. And so, yeah, it's just been really fun because I made this YouTube channel back in the day just to update my family and friends. Then we realized that we basically adopted a lot of animals. We have 2 cats, 2 dogs, and 2 horses. They're all rescue pets. So I also was like, this would be super cool to have this channel to fund like an animal sanctuary in the future. Long story short, we decided to remove my birth control, which I documented on here with you guys. And I really wanted to regulate my hormones. I haven't been off birth control for, well, I'm 30, so like a long time. I got birth control when I was like 15, so at least 15 years. We removed my birth control, and we were very blessed to get pregnant within that next month. So it was something that I took you guys along the ride. It's been so fun to document this entire journey. It's been the most magical and amazing experience. So it's definitely been a very positive pregnancy. And it's just been so nice to share with you guys everything that's going on. And I will really look forward to not only having a lot of lifestyle on this channel, vlogs, but also being able to incorporate after pregnancy, mom life, stepping into my mom era, and sharing with you our life, just, becoming parents and, things that we believe in. A lot of the questions that you guys asked for this pregnancy Q&A, to just kind of sum up everything, you guys really were looking for more details. Not trimester, because I did a trimester recap, the first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. But now you guys are wondering what we're going to be doing when we have the baby, as far as if we're breastfeeding, if we're planning to do formula, how we feel about the, entire pregnancy, all of those kind of things. Also my favorite part about pregnancy. So definitely just grab a cup of tea with me. Cheers. I have my raspberry tea, like I said. Oh, it's perfect temperature now. And yeah, let's get into it. I have quite a few questions here. If you ever want to ask a specific question, just drop it down in the comments. Or, of course, you can always connect with me here on either of these platforms. Not only are we on YouTube, but we're also on TikTok and Instagram. So a lot of these questions have been filtered through there. The first question that I got from you guys was, are you planning to use an epidural, a bath, or all natural? Are you nervous about the birth process? So before I got pregnant, that was one of the things that kind of stopped me from taking out my birth control and making the jump, was the lifetime long commitment of having a kid, and on top of that, the birth experience. I didn't mind being pregnant, I didn't mind being a mom, but the birth experience, you really lose a lot of control, and you don't know what like to expect. Every birth is completely different. There's not one birth the same. So for me, I just, the unknown scared me, and I'm only getting older. I turned 30 this year, and so that was something that I was realizing, that I wanted to make this step in my life and become a mom and have a little family. My partner is incredible, Edan. If you guys are new here, we met in America, and we decided to move out here because he grew up out here. He was originally born in Vegas, and then his family moved out here when he was 5. And we live in a little village that is just absolutely precious. The people here are incredible. He grew up here all his life. His grandma lives here, his mom lives here, and it's just like a really family oriented place where I was like, when I visited, I dreamed to live here. And the idea of our kid, our baby girl, like that's our first kid, growing up here just like he did, is just, makes me super excited and super happy. So when I finally decided to make that step, and we got pregnant so fast, I just realized how lucky I was to be pregnant. I know how many people struggle, and it was something that I said it was obviously meant to be, and this is the next step we should take in life. And so, honestly, through the experience of being pregnant, like the thought of birth didn't scare me anymore. And I always did want to be a mom. So, a part of me always wanted to do like a natural water birth. And through this experience of having such an easy, positive pregnancy, I really have found the excitement to go through this challenge and this adventure. I mean, I've been very lucky and had such a magical experience. But at the same time, there is this side of me that's also excited for this challenge of birthing our daughter and trying to do it naturally. Honestly, needles scare the heck out of me. And so the idea of an epidural freaks me out. I also think that, our bodies were naturally made to do this. And I feel like an epidural will really prohibit the process, and I feel like it creates problems, just to be able to give birth naturally, like, through, not naturally, but through like your birth canal or what have you. So in that sense, the goal is to have a natural water birth. We have a special place we're going to that, they offer an incredible room, which I showed you guys. I can link the video up here. That's like, it's really geared towards natural water birth. And if I change my mind and I can't handle the pain or what have you, because no one can really explain to you what the pain is, and everyone is experience of going into labor and having birth is all different. That if I do change my mind and I want an epidural, or I have to have a C-section, they do provide that there as well. I'm a little bit nervous about, giving birth abroad, but I'm really excited to go to this specific place. They made us feel so comfortable. We really felt at home there. They also have a hotel after if we want to like stay, a few days extra. So I'm really excited about the birthing process. I know I don't really know what to expect, but I have really good positive feeling about it, and I can't wait. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see what she looks like. I can't wait to see what happens. I am planning to do a birth vlog here, so hopefully, if you keep your fingers crossed for me, hopefully all goes as planned. But remember, I know that it can like change. Okay. The next question is, how has Edan, your partner, handled your growing body, fatigue, hormone changes, etc.? He is like the most amazing man on the planet. Like, I am so lucky and so blessed. If I talk about him too much, I get emotional just because of how much I love him. And he has been ready to be a father for a few years now. And so I just feel we're at the perfect place. We'll be 9 years together in March. So we're almost coming up on our 10-year anniversary, which is absolutely wild. So he is just so supportive, so loving, so incredible, so helpful. I mean, again, I've been super lucky in this pregnancy. I'm like 9 months plus pregnant. I'm at 38 weeks. I still do a majority of the things that I normally do. The only thing I just don't do is lift things. He's always been extra, caregiving, but that's also how he's always been, like making sure that I'm feeling okay and like, drinking and eating and all of those things. My hormone changes haven't been so wild. Like, so we both been pretty lucky on that end. Um, but we also have developed such an amazing friendship and relationship that we really are able to communicate with one another. And that's just the most beautiful part, I think, about it is we're just both so excited to become parents, and we both know each other so well that it's like a match made in heaven. And yeah, it's been a really beautiful process. And there has been some moments where I've been super, I wouldn't say super hard on myself. That was something that I kind of struggled with in the beginning, but I really changed my mindset because I just feel so lucky to do so, like be able to grow a human. Like, I'm so proud of my body. But there has been some things like my face breaking out that I'm more self-conscious of, some of the stretch marks that I had, the size that I've become, the weight that I am, and he's just so, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you are like such a superwoman, and we'll worry about all those things after. And like, he's almost like, you don't even need to worry about it. But us women, we worry about it. So the next question is, do you plan on eating your placenta? I actually haven't seen or heard any real benefits to it. I thought about doing it, but then when I researched it, I just didn't see much benefits or reason to do it. So on that note, no, unless one of you guys change my mind or give me some good evidence to why we should. Next question, sex during pregnancy. Is it difficult, less frequent? Do you have cramps? So I'm trying to think. Somewhere in my second trimester, she's having a party in here, like really having a party. Um, Somewhere in my second trimester, we got an ultrasound, and the doctor said I had a low lying placenta and I shouldn't have sex anymore. And that was like a big, like, whoa, I didn't know there was such a thing. There's also, I forgot what it was called, but it's where the placenta covers your cervix, and you have to have a C-section. You can't even give birth vaginally. Um, but I didn't have that. I had a low lying placenta. He was a little, like, quite concerned to the point where he's like, you should not have sex. It can make you bleed and it can be dangerous. And so we waited a few weeks to meet with my gynecologist and have her evaluate me. And she said, just be careful and gentle. And I hope this is not too much for YouTube, but not like too deep or rough or anything like that. And with time, my placenta did move because my belly grew. So it moved up. It doesn't actually like move. It just, since your belly is growing, it's like stretching upwards. And so with that, we didn't have to abide by those rules anymore, and we could have sex. And it is difficult with a big belly. It's difficult being bigger. It's difficult, um, more difficult in general. But you make it work, and if you and your partner are, close to one another and you can communicate and explain what feels good and what doesn't feel good, and there's a lot of different positions you can look on Google. I never had any cramps, I never had any bleeding. I'm at 38 weeks, so there's still time. But now where I'm at a point where I don't have to worry about like if it will put me into early labor or affect anything for the baby. So again, I just think it's about being more loving, connecting. It's pretty cool to like experience this part of our life together, and it's something we'll always look back on. So yeah, it's been fun, it's been different. I know for him, he also like, I think there's a sense of accomplishment in a man that they feel when they get a woman pregnant, like purposefully, right? So we've just been so lucky with that it was something that we planned all of this, right? So um, but yeah, the next question is, what is your birth plan? Which, like I told you guys, I'll actually pop on the screen here. I have it written in my notes. I have like, pregnancy brain is real. I didn't believe it was real until like the like last few weeks here, but it is real. So this is like my birth plan. I have a lot of things that I like want to make sure that are implemented if possible. Again, I know things can change. I know it depends on what kind of birth you have. I know it depends on the health of the baby, the health of me, all of the above. So, this is my birth plan for now. And I know it can change. The next question is, would you adopt? Which I love that we adopt pets. As far as kids go, I've just been so blessed with us being able to have our own kid. I'm not sure if that's like ever in the cards for us, but I respect so much that people that do that, and we have some friends here in the village that have done that, and it's like I have a lot of respect. So I wouldn't say yes, but I wouldn't say no. It just depends on where life takes us, really. The next question is, how have you overcome anxiety during pregnancy? Which I'm trying to think, like, there hasn't been many moments that I felt anxious, but I would say there was a few times that I just kind of was like, evaluating like the decision we made, And it's like we both, even just the other day, were in the shower like, can you believe that like we're pregnant? And I'm like, yeah, isn't that crazy? And then it's like you're like thinking twice about it, and then you're like thinking also how excited you are. So it's just, I think it's only natural to like when you make big decisions in life to like think twice and maybe second guess or doubt yourself. But at the same time, we both just feel so lucky and excited. So it's just going to be a wild adventure. And the best advice I could give you is people do this all the time. And, if you made the choice to do it, like, there could even be the funniest things like everyone else does it. So what's the, big scare or what have you? And I just think breathing and reminding yourself of positive things and surrounding yourself with your support team, like positive people that will remind you of, I have such a great community on social media and also here that it's like, it means a lot when people really do care and ask how we're doing and how excited they are. And we're going to be such great parents and we were meant for this. So it's just a lot of those things that I think if you remind yourself of like and ground yourself of where you are, I think you can totally overcome anxiety. But again, I know hormonal changes can be quite strong, and I've just been really lucky that they haven't been so crazy for me. So I guess that's the advice I have on that one. Next question, postpartum recovery strategy. Believe it or not, I haven't really gotten anything for postpartum because, again, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm going to give birth naturally. Everything's going to go smooth sailing and I won't even need postpartum recovery. I mean, maybe there's a possibility of tearing, which that has a whole different recovery. There's also C-section, whole different other recovery. So as much as I'm manifesting what I want my birth to be, I know anything can happen, and we do have a pharmacy right down the street that's open 24/7, so Edan can always get me things if I need it. I know the hospital has things too, but mainly I do plan to stay in bed for the first week to have my body recover. I think it's just really important to like give yourself that extra love, that break, that little, understanding of bonding with your newborn and taking care of a newborn and adapting everything into your life. I just don't want to rush my physical and mental body. So I'm really going to take time. There's like this saying that basically says like the first week you should stay in bed. The second week you should be like in the bedroom, like close to the bed. And the third week you should be in the house. And then by the fourth week you should go out and about. So I think that's kind of where I'm going to go and see how I feel. And, you know, it is winter time, so we'll probably snuggle up in here in the house and stay warm. The next question is, what are few things about pregnancy that most people don't tell you? Let's see. Definitely the laying on the back. I never heard about that. Like you at some point can't lay on your back because your belly is so heavy. The thing about the low-lying placenta, never heard of that before. Um, let's see here. What else? I also didn't know that you could like leak so early. I started leaking at like 17 weeks from my ladies, and that was like, surprising. But I did want to tell you guys, I had a breast augmentation and I had it twice. I had it through the areola. I don't know how much, like, what verbiage I can use on YouTube. But I was really convinced that I probably couldn't breastfeed because I went through two surgeries like that. And, the actual like milk ducts that like connect to the bottom of like the areola or what have you, I know that they were technically severed when I had the surgery through there. And so I thought that it was going to be very like impossible for me. But again, it was 10 years ago, and with research I found and experience, we'll see how breastfeeding journey goes. But yeah, they reattach somehow, and your body's like amazing like that. And apparently, there's people out there that haven't had that issue. So I would really say that I didn't know that like it was possible, but that was something that was pretty cool and different. I mean, I never really knew how cool it would be to also like feel the baby moving inside of you. I still try to wrap my brain around the fact that there's like a live baby in my belly. Like, I don't know, the whole concept is crazy to me. Um what else do things don't people don't tell you? I mean, I haven't been constipated, but I heard that can be a huge issue. I never had like crazy night cravings in the middle of the night. So I thought I was like expecting to be like super hungry, and I never even really felt that. I'm trying to think of anything else. The discoloration in my face, that was something I was surprised about. I knew I was going to get larger like with pregnancy, so I kind of expected that, but didn't think I would pass like 100 kilos, which I think maybe is like about 200 pounds. I don't know the math, but yeah, I think overall, I mean, it's been like a really positive experience, but those are like some things I can think off my head that I feel like people don't maybe tell you about pregnancy. I guess we'll move on to the next question. If I think of something else, I'll add it in here. Pregnancy essential oils and nutrition. What do you do? I did do a few videos on what I eat in a day during my pregnancy. And again, most of it was just intuitive eating, making sure I get a lot of nutrients. I always put in the link in the description the products that I use, which is the Herbalife products, which I've been using for so many years. They've gotten me literally the best blood test, the healthiest version of me, and I did get approved by my doctor to use them while I was pregnant. So I actually have a whole pregnancy guide on how to use those products. If it's something you're interested in, you can just comment it. But making sure I get all the nutrients from my shake in the morning, and then I also took my prenatals, like the 9-month prenatals that they have here. I also took folic acid, but I made sure to spread all of my vitamins throughout the day. Also, I made sure not only to have like the production or man-made products, but also like natural products from like, foods. So I always ate a variety of food and color, and I really tried to stay high protein, making sure that I get all like variety of all the vegetables, fruits, all of that kind of stuff. I also incorporated flaxseed and chia seeds. Dates I've been eating through my whole pregnancy, which I should have one. What else? Oh, these are good ones. My jeweled dates. With the tea though, it's like sweet. Um. So yeah, I didn't really crave much sweets throughout my whole pregnancy. In the last trimester, I've been a little bit more like, what's the word? Less hard on myself and like enjoying little treats here and there, just because one, I'm already that big, and two, I'm going to be going on like more of a stricter nutrient based, high protein, I don't want to say diet, but lifestyle. So yeah, if you guys want to follow me along that journey, I'm going to be doing different challenges, which I've been doing for so many years. And yeah, I also really want to keep in my mind that the body that I had before is never going to be the same in a good way. And I'm excited to see what my mom body is going to be. And I'm excited to give my body all the nutrients to provide for my baby, not only growing it now, but also feeding her if I can, and also to feed myself all the nutrients that I can. And yeah, I don't want to rush myself, but I also want to challenge myself and see who this new person is going to be on the other side of, being a mom. So I think I'm just like really excited for that. Next question, did you actually do anything to help conception, like tracking ovulation, for example? So I was using the Flow app, and when I finally got the courage to remove my birth control, I told myself I was going to take my temperature and I was going to avoid getting pregnant. I guess somewhere, somehow, I must have not got the information right, and I can tag the video on here of um, how like when I found out I was pregnant, but it just I didn't do it properly. But my mom believes that when you're on birth control for so long and you take it off, your body is like more prone to getting pregnant. Like it's like a thing your body wants. So I would say like getting off birth control helped me get pregnant because literally I took it out March 10th and got a positive pregnancy test April 10th. But we weren't trying. We were planning to try in like 6 months. So I think that kind of helped, but I've always tracked my period. I've always tracked like the ovulation week, and I tried to avoid it, but I guess it didn't work. I obviously didn't avoid it. The next question, planning on breastfeeding or bottle feeding, which I told you guys, I always said if I could breastfeed, I would go in 100% and try my best to do it. So the fact that I have been leaking since 17 weeks for my girls, my doctor said there's a high chance that I will probably have a good supply. And so if I have a supply and she can latch well, I will love to breastfeed. And bottle feeding, I actually would love Edan, my partner, to be able to feed her. So I want to incorporate that once we have like an established breastfeeding journey, like, you know, and everything is good on that end. So I don't like confuse her or whatever. So we'll see. I want to be able to feed her, but also I want him to be able to feed her. So we'll definitely document that journey for you guys. What is the next question? Is what is your favorite and least favorite part of pregnancy? Hands down, my favorite is growing her and feeling her move. I think that is the most magical, wild, craziest thing. I will never get over how much like every time she moves, I have to look at her. I have to feel my belly. I have to see what is going on over there. I'm so curious. I wish I could see inside my belly like what the heck she's doing. When I saw her on the ultrasound, it just like blew my mind. That is probably my favorite part about pregnancy. And my least favorite part, which is going to be kind of random, but I love sleeping on my back. That's something I've always done. And so sleeping on my side, like and tossing like a little rotisserie chicken, it's hard. It's not easy. And you feel like your whole body is like compressed, where it's like your hips and your body. I'm not in like super pain or something, but I'm just uncomfortable. But I've slept well, so like I've been able to adapt to it, but I do miss like sleeping on my back. So that's I would say like those are the difference. I mean, I don't like that like I've gained a lot of weight, but I know this is for her and for me able to support this belly, and I like this is what my body is supposed to do. So I don't think it's my least favorite part because I'm just proud of my body for like actually doing this. It's literally incredible. The next question, we have only a few more questions here from you guys. Are you planning to have more babies? Well, pregnancy has been incredible. I would love to be pregnant again, so that's a yes. If the birthing goes well and being a mom goes well, then I don't see why not. Like, that would be pretty cool. Obviously, if we are blessed with that opportunity, that will be amazing. And if not, that's what's in the cards for us. So we'll have to see, like, to be continued. Next question, what is your favorite trimester? Which I would say my favorite trimester is the second or third just because of her movements and experiencing that and like having a belly and just like again, that has been my favorite part about all of it. And so I just maybe I don't even know. Because the second trimester, it was more like boom, 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 like, you know, little booms. Now it's like she's rolling and moving, and you feel like the size of her, if that makes sense, which is kind of freaky sometimes. Which actually, I think that's the next question. Does the baby moving at this stage hurt? I mean, I wouldn't say it hurts. It's just like, whoa, whoa. And I've heard some stories of people like getting their ribs broken by, you know, their babies moving. So sometimes if she gets close, I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't break a rib. But like, I'm always just mind blown by it. I'm just like, whoa, like she's moving, it's so crazy, and she's having a party. And like how she's like moving and turning. And every time I'd go to the doctor and she would tell me like what position she was in, it is just wild. And like now it was only just like a little spot, right? Now you feel her like moving all the way low over there by like deep in my pelvis to like my sides. And sometimes I wake up in the morning, my belly's all warped, and like it's just so crazy. Like when I meet her, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like I just can't even find the right words to describe how cool it is. So it doesn't hurt, but it's a really cool thing. And it's like, I just, now I understand. I still don't think I know what it feels like to be a mom, but now I understand why so many moms out there are so like look back on being pregnant or their first moments with their child is like so special, because it is literally the most magical, special, coolest, life changing experience ever. And I know for sure I will be emotional about her leaving my belly, and like I will be emotional about not being pregnant anymore, and I'll be so happy to have her in the world, right? But I just will be so emotional of like, her not like being in there. And there's this beautiful song by Elton John called Tiny Dancer, and every time she talks about like uh her being inside her belly and like so close, it gets me emotional just thinking about how cool this is. And yeah, I wish if you're trying to get pregnant or you are pregnant that you experience such a magical experience that I've experienced. And yeah, I don't know if the only advice that I can give again, which was in my third trimester recap, was just like enjoy every moment. Like pregnancy flies by. It is the most crazy, cool, magical experience. I can't say it enough. And just live in the moment, enjoy every moment, capture as much as you can. Still feel as much as I capture and document, I just feel like it's never enough. And yeah, we're going to be doing my last pregnancy photo shoot soon. I'm also going to do my 9-month bump update, which I'll be super excited to post on here. Like I did every single month of being pregnant. Like you see my belly and like, all the sizes that she's come, how my body's changed, developed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed this chat and you stayed along. If you stayed this long, you're amazing. Definitely comment down this emoji, because that will just mean a lot to me if you stayed through this entire chat. It also will tell me that maybe you guys want more Q&As for when we do have baby girl here. And yeah, we will, once she's here, we'll know her name and be able to share that with you guys and let you meet her and share my birth experience. And it's going to be crazy. So thank you again, you guys, for tuning in for today's video. Don't forget to support us. It means so much, and it's absolutely free. Like this video, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, because we post here at least once a week so you don't miss a video with us. Also, comment down below if you have any questions or maybe specific videos you guys want to see. Other than that, it's been so much fun catching up with you guys, and I can't believe it's going to be my last pregnancy Q&A. But everything is bittersweet, and this just makes you appreciate life that much more. So I'm sending you guys so much love. See you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.